Hello, YouTuber woobers. It's the 25th of March, Saturday. It's around almost 40 outside with some possible rain. So, I keep looking at my setup here and wondering how I can expand it without, I don't know. So I think what I'm going to do is take that light and maybe move it up. And then over here on this shelf in the back that I use it for my supplies, I'm probably going to do is put a shop lamp on the very top shelf so we'll sign down. Because down here, I'm not sure if I shared this part with you before, but so these here are the tray on the right. This one, there are cucumbers. Actually, both trays are cucumbers, and you know, the reason why I ended up with so many of them was I was watching a video and they were talking about soaking your cucumber seeds first before you plant them. And so I did that, and then I ended up with a whole bunch of cucumbers. It was part of an elimination process, and I ended up with a bunch of seeds, so it was kind of like either redry them or see what comes up. I don't know how many I'm going to plant. I might sell some at the farmer's market. And the next two trays over here are actually some more cukes. The one in the back. Read my label right. This is a bush cucumber, which is we'll see how that actually works out. This tray over here, this front tray, are rhubarb. I'm going to give another shot at rhubarb this year. My biggest problem last year was that my help, which was my daughters that came over on Father's Day, they had absolutely zero interest in helping me after Father's Day was over outside. So I unfortunately didn't get them into the ground. And I'll probably put these into a raised bed this year. We have up here, of course, is the usual. We've got the peas and peas. Had a brain was thinking too much, and of course sunflowers are ample. It seems like if I don't do the heat mats under the sunflowers, they grow a lot straighter. But I don't hold me to that, because this is a funky thing. But I thought that these were on their heat mats, so I'm not really sure why sometimes they don't go straight and sometimes they go curlicules. Over here we have radishes, cherry radish, to see if I can grow them indoors. The other seeds were more designed for microgreens and they really never did much. So these are beefsteak tomatoes, and more radish. We got some pepper, and then the very end there are cherry tomatoes. I have some black cherry tomatoes on order. Of course, these are my spider plants. I can transfer those into larger pots. And my mushroom patch, which I really don't touch. They're probably going to go into the compost pile when I'm done, and those are shells I can use for supplies. And then these buckets here are my main buckets for seeds. I have the buckwheat on the left, peas in the middle, and sunflower on the right. These are gamma lids for food storage. These are really kind of sweet because you know, you can seal your bucket up tight, keeps varmints out of the bucket, great for grains, food storage. You can put your files in there and seal the bucket up so that you can get back into it and they won't get water damage. So the gamma lids, you can get them at Home Depot pretty cheap. You can buy them online. You can get them in different colors. They fit the 5-gallon and the 6-gallon. So these over here are radishes that just started yesterday. So this is in the tray underneath. So all this is I got trays in last Monday from Johnny Seeds, and they were the wrong ones. They were just plain the wrong ones, which was very discerning to me. But you know, Johnny Seeds was very helpful. They took them back and they gave me free shipping on the new ones, which were fine. So this essentially is this is the 1-inch perforated tray, shallow germination tray. This is the drip tray for doing bottom watering. This tray and this tray are identical except for the color. That's all they are. They just sit like that. So the mystery really isn't really a mystery about the tray. All it is a solid tray, but a 1-inch. But the fortunate part about it is that the ones on Johnny Seeds, they fit together well, because I know that different manufacturers for the 10 by 20 2-inch tray, they don't always fit in together easily. So if you wanted to do bottom watering on a 2-inch tray, all you really need to do is to take a perforated tray or cut your own slots and then seat it into a tray without holes in it, and you'll have the same thing. So this will give you about, I would say it's about a 1/2 inch of water space between the two layers. And it does seem to work. I actually grew radishes last time in a week with the bottom watering. So you don't get as much mold on the surface, which needs to say is, you know, is what it is. And they don't fall over as much. So essentially what I'm going to do is what I'm going to do with this tray, I'm going to try my this right here, the Garnet Red Amaranth microseed, and see if I can grow those and not have my toy soldiers falling down type of thing. Now the only problem I had, that they recommended going with vermiculite on top, but the problem with the vermiculite is when you're washing your greens, you've got to separate the vermiculite out of your greens also. Now you cut it off at the you don't cut it off all the way at the bottom, but it's just something else to have to deal with. So after the first run of that, I stopped using it for that purposes. But I'll still use it for other things, like doing my seed pods and stuff. So I probably yacked 10 minutes, so that's way too long to be yakking. Yakking. This here is Epsom salts that I mixed some of it with the water going into my peppers and thing. I have ordered some other amendments to go mixed together, and then I'm going to put them into a pouch for my water or something like that. But I had it left over, so I just thought I'd give my plants a little drink. And before I babble on for another 20 minutes, I think we'll end it here. Dig in some dirt if you've got it, or check out some nice flowers. Ta-ta.